The heated exchange between Tank and LamontRoach Jr. is turning into a serious rivalry, grabbing fans' attention ahead of their fight next year. What started as a back-and-forth online has now grown into something much bigger. With every tweet and comment, the tension increases, and the excitement for their showdown keeps building.
I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Yeah. Now watch this. Now watch.
GervontaDavis is known for his intense personality, but his recent warnings to LamontRoach Jr. have taken things up a notch, from saying he's going to die soon to threats like, "Don't bring your family on fight night," and "I'll break your jaw." Tank is making it clear he's not playing around. His message is simple. He's ready to dominate.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm assured.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
LamontRoach Jr., the WBA super featherweight champion, isn't backing down from Tank Davis. His social media trolling has only added fuel to their rivalry. Recently, Roach mocked Davis, saying he should spar with heavier fighters to stand a chance in their December fight. Tank fired back, saying he'd do his talking in the ring. The tension grew as Roach stirred things up again before an NFL game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington Commanders. Roach from Washington, D.C. tried to troll Davis, a proud Baltimore native, but quickly found himself on the losing side of Tank's sharp wit.
When the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do
talking.
shit with.
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet.
LamontRoach Jr. tried to taunt Gervonta Tank Davis online, posting, "This is different over here." But Davis quickly fired back with, "Yay, you asking for it," leaving Roach stunned. To make matters worse, Roach's hometown team, the Washington Commanders, lost 30-23 to Davis's Baltimore Ravens, making it a tough day for Roach, both online and on the field. When their fight was first announced, fans didn't seem too excited, viewing it as an easy win for Davis, who holds an unbeaten 30-0 record. However, the ongoing trash talk and heated exchanges have added excitement to what seemed like a one-sided matchup. Aware of the doubts about his chances, Roach has promised to deliver the best performance of his career, seeing this fight as his biggest moment. Meanwhile, Davis aims to prove his dominance, not just to Roach, but to everyone in the lightweight division.
One more question before I go. Why not fight Tank at 135?
Tank ain't gonna fight him, man. He not gonna fight him.
You gotta realize with Tank, he on that other side where he gonna, act
take
like
on the cupcakes. Now let's say it.
Man, I'm quite sure. Fight you here.
So you saying he don't want to put that record up?
Look,
Shady.
While the main event is getting attention, the undercard is shaping up to be just as exciting. Fans are thrilled about the return of Jermall Charlo, the former WBC middleweight champion, who is set to face Thomas Lamanna as he works to rebuild his career and reclaim his spot as a top contender. Adding even more buzz, Stephen Fulton and Brandon Figueroa are gearing up for a rematch that many are calling a potential fight of the year. Their first fight was an all-out battle, and fans can't wait to see if the rematch delivers the same level of action.
Better when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan for the fight?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
If that wasn't enough, reports suggest David Benavidez will face Jesse Hart in the co-main event, promising an exciting clash given Benavidez's aggressive style. The rivalry between Gervonta Tank Davis and LamontRoach Jr. also shows how much social media has changed modern boxing. Fighters now use platforms to build hype, draw attention, and engage with fans, often making online drama as impactful as press conferences. For Davis and Roach, their Twitter exchanges have created more buzz than official promotions, with fans eager to see if Roach can back up his words. Moving up a weight class to challenge Davis is a bold move, but stepping into Tank's world is no small task. Davis's power, speed, and precision make him one of the best in the sport, as shown in his 8th-round knockout of Frank Martin in June. While many think Roach is taking on more than he can handle, he's determined to prove otherwise. If Roach can survive the early rounds and take the fight deep, he might pull off an upset. The fight is set for March 1, 2025 at the Barclays Center in New York, and fans are eagerly awaiting this high-stakes matchup.
The amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him, back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight, and I think it's a great fight.
LamontRoach Jr. has only one loss as a professional, falling to former WBO super featherweight champion Jamel Herring in 2019. In a recent conversation with Stephen A. Smith on YouTube, Tank Davis's coach, Calvin Ford, shared his thoughts, saying the only person who can beat Tank is Tank himself. Tank against Tank. That's the only battle, Ford said. He praised Davis's potential, claiming the best is yet to come. People talk about Shakur Stevenson being a master boxer, but Tank is making everyone take notice, Ford added. He also urged opponents to step up, saying, take the money and see if you can beat him. As always, unfortunately, the truth was not well accepted.
No one's been able to solve Tank Davis. What do you need to do together with you and your team and obviously your son to score that victory?
We got a game plan. We're going to execute it, and we're going to get the results.
Move that head, bob and weave.
Coach Calvin Ford's confidence in Gervonta Tank Davis comes from years of experience, saying that everything changes under the bright lights. In the ring, the speed is different, the power is different. Opponents can't hit him like they want, and even if they do, it doesn't faze him, Ford explained. He believes the only person who can beat Davis is Davis himself. While Davis is focused on his upcoming fight with LamontRoach Jr., fans are also excited about the possibility of a future matchup with Shakur Stevenson. Both fighters have undefeated records and unique skills, making their potential clash one of the most anticipated fights in boxing.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs.
WBA lightweight champion Gervonta Tank Davis is known for his jaw-dropping knockouts, which have earned him a huge following. His fight with LamontRoach Jr. is expected to fill the Barclays Center. Despite having just one professional loss, Roach has shown skill and resilience throughout his career, making him a serious challenger. Roach's coach has expressed confidence in his fighter, saying, Lamont has been waiting for this moment his entire career. He's not just coming to fight, he's coming to win. This belief adds more excitement to the matchup. Davis, however, remains confident, backed by his undefeated record and victories over top fighters like Leo Santa Cruz and Ryan Garcia. In high-stakes fights, Tank has always delivered, and he's ready to do it again.
Tank and LamontRoach, is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank, you know. And when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth, whatever, but at the end of the day, if we talk about just boxing, he's a good fighter.
Shakur Stevenson hasn't held back his opinion about Gervonta Davis's decision to fight LamontRoach Jr. on March 1st. Stevenson believes Davis should have chosen WBA lightweight contender Edwin De Los Santos instead. De Los Santos, with a 16-2 record and 14 knockouts, is known for his power and aggressive style. Stevenson argues that a fight against De Los Santos would have been a tougher test for Davis and could have changed the narrative in the division. Stevenson himself faced De Los Santos in November 2023, winning by unanimous decision in a close fight with narrow scorecards of 1-1, 6-1, 1-1, 2-1, 1-5, 1-1, 3, and 1-1, 6-1, 1-2. Although Stevenson claimed to be injured during the fight, critics were unimpressed by his defensive style. If Davis were to struggle against or lose to De Los Santos, It would not only boost Stevenson's standing, but also solidify his claim as the top fighter in the lightweight division.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs.
Shakur Stevenson didn't hold back when discussing the strategic reasons behind Gervonta "Tank" Davis avoiding a fight with Edwin De Los Santos. Stevenson pointed out that if Davis were to knock out De Los Santos, it could undermine Stevenson's own victory over him. On the other hand, if Davis struggles against De Los Santos, it would strengthen Stevenson's claim that he's on the same level or even better than Tank. By avoiding De Los Santos, Davis may be protecting Stevenson from the pressure of a rematch with the tough contender. Stevenson sees this as a smart move, allowing him to keep his position without the immediate threat of facing De Los Santos again. In a way, Shakur suggests Tank might be doing him a favor by not picking De Los Santos. But the question remains, does Tank see it the same way, or is there something else behind his choice?
His power not outrageous. Okay. His good defense.
You think he got defense?
He just jumped back. You never see him slip no punch. You never see him slip no punch. Go look at it. You see him back up from a lot of people. Back up, move around.
While Shakur Stevenson criticized Gervonta Davis's choice of opponent, he didn't dismiss LamontRoach completely. Stevenson took a moment to praise Roach, calling him a great fighter who could pose a bigger challenge to Davis than many people expect. Roach, a natural super featherweight, is moving up in weight to fight Davis for the WBA lightweight title, and Stevenson recognizes that it's a bold move that could lead to an exciting fight. "I think it's going to be a hard fight, a lot harder than people expect," Stevenson said.
Steven Espinoza said Shakur turned down a one-fight deal to fight you because he wanted a multi-fight deal. What's your thoughts on that?
He's not worth it. He's not worth no multi-fight deal. He's not even worth it. Like, come on, man. Anyway, gotta fight somewhere else and prove himself, and then like, you feel me? You know how they got UFC and like the underground shit? You gotta fight on the underground shit and get back.
Shakur Stevenson also knows that the odds are against LamontRoach, especially with Davis's perfect 30-0 record and 28 knockouts. Few expect Roach, a super featherweight, to be a real threat. However, Stevenson points out that upsets happen in boxing, and Roach could surprise people with his determination and skill. The choice to fight Roach instead of De Los Santos has added more excitement to the lightweight division. Stevenson's comments not only fuel his rivalry with Davis, but also put extra pressure on Tank to deliver a strong performance on fight night.
Fight night.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look, he looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night?
For Gervonta Davis, this fight is more than just about defending his title. It's also about proving himself and silencing critics like Shakur Stevenson, who question his choices and legacy. For LamontRoach, it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pull off one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history. But it's not just Stevenson who has something to say. Bill Haney, father and coach of Devin Haney, has also weighed in, saying he believes his son will face Davis after Tank's March 1 fight with Roach. This is a bold statement, given the struggles Devin has faced recently. A potential fight with Davis would require Devin to drop back to 135 pounds, or agree to a catch weight of 137. Bill Haney's insistence on this fight has raised questions, with some wondering if it's more about securing a big payday than genuinely believing Devin can win. After his tough loss to Ryan Garcia in April, which took a toll on his confidence and career, Devin has stayed inactive, and Bill has confirmed that he won't return to the ring for at least a year. This long break only fuels speculation that the proposed fight with Tank might be more about money than strategy. Some think Bill is trying to keep Devin's name relevant in the lightweight division by associating him with a superstar like Tank. However, it's also possible that Bill truly believes Devin has what it takes to beat Tank. Though whether this belief is realistic or just confidence is still unclear.
do an interview or anything, and like he had this interview here, he'll tell you that he was actually in the ring while we was sparring, while me and Devin was sparring. He was grabbing my arms like while I'm trying to punch Devin, he was grabbing my arm like, nah. Like he'll push me on the ropes and everything while me and Devin sparring. Like, but it was like, it was more so of.
For Devin Haney, returning to the lightweight division could be a chance to reinvent himself. At 135 pounds, Devin was known for his size advantage, often towering over his opponents and using his reach to control fights. Moving up to 140 pounds in 2023 didn't work out well for him, ending with a tough loss to Ryan Garcia. If Devin drops back down to lightweight, he could once again use his size to dominate smaller fighters, similar to how GervontaDavis has been successful at 135. Davis, who has a similar build to Devin, has made the most of his physical advantages at this weight. Devin could follow this path to revive his career and set up major fights, including one with Tank Davis.
Tank Davis.
I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older, apart, but I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much. One reason for Bill Haney's urgency is Tank Davis's rumored plans to retire after 3 more fights, likely in 2025. With time running out on Davis's career, the chance for a big fight between Devin and Tank is quickly disappearing. If Devin wants to fight Tank, he'll need to act fast. However, after a loss and a year-long break, questions remain about whether Devin would be ready, both physically and mentally, to face one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing. His loss to Ryan Garcia is still fresh, and it raised doubts about whether Devin still has the drive and ability to compete at the top level. Ryan exposed some of Devin's weaknesses, especially his struggle with pressure and power, and Tank, known for his knockout ability, would likely look to take advantage of those same flaws. For Devin, a fight with Tank would be tough, and he would need to find the form that made him a unified lightweight champion again.
I think he was like 17. I wasn't that much older than him. I think we probably like 3 years older, apart, but I feel as though he slowed down. All that partying and drinking and stuff slowed him down.
Thank you so much. Right now, it's unclear if Tank Davis would consider a fight with Devin Haney. Tank has many options, including potential matchups with Shakur Stevenson, Vasyl Lomachenko, and other top contenders. For Devin, getting back to relevance won't be easy. A fight with Tank could either revive his career or show his limitations. Bill Haney's belief in his son's abilities will play a big part in whether this fight happens. But Bill Haney would do whatever it takes to keep Haney happy, offers people what none of his sons have, and skip the line entirely. Today we're talking about Tank's health and improvement after his fight with Libido and Vasyl Lomachenko. The lightweight division is more competitive than ever, and a fight between Devin and Tank would be a big spectacle, whether it takes place or not. Bill Haney's call-out keeps Devin's future in the spotlight, adding to the excitement of the division. For now, Tank will focus on his fight with LamontRoach. But what do you think? Does Lamont stand a chance? And who should Tank fight next? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, or pass forward.